Alrighty, everybody. Today we are playing Watery Waves again. We're continuing some more quests that we're going to be playing, and let's just say I'm having a blast playing through the quests in this game. I think we're nearing the final parts of this main quest that we're doing. And like I said, this has been a really enjoyable game to play. If you have not played Watery Waves, I highly recommend downloading it on your PlayStation 5 or PC. Whether you're on the Steam store, definitely download it. Not bad for a a game with so many special ability of your characters. Not bad. It's such a relaxing game. The atmosphere and everything around it is just so amazing. Now this may be a potential big boss, so enjoy the fight.
I need to keep moving.
Wow, would you look at that? We just to beat what appears to be a mini boss, and it was nothing more than just a level short behind me by a huge margin. Wow.
Impeccable timing, Rover. You never disappoint. I noticed surprise in your eyes. Let me guess. That's quite some skill for a lady of nobility. In fact, beyond being the second daughter of the Montelli family, I I have an even more significant title. The family's executor. Be it a traitor within the family or a threat from outside, I locate, observe, and address these risks in secret and with tact. Say, the ones hiding in the tuning room. The room is that way. Time to see what kind of mischief they're up to. It seems they've left a little surprise for us. But if they think this will stop you and me, then they're gravely mistaken. Quickly and swiftly.
Shape the shapeless!
Victory favors me! Masterpiece complete.
So, can you figure it out?
Let's try again. The frequency of the tacit discords. What a genius idea. But I can't reverse engineer the frequency it's using.
It seems like the key is not these flowers, but their creator. She must be an insanely powerful resonator to be able to shatter and reconstruct these frequencies.
Then we'd better speed up. Once their plan succeeds, there won't be another chance like this. Who sounded the alarm?
It's me. Most likely by mistake. I apologize for interrupting your work.
Lady Carlotta, how... What brings you here?
Oh, nothing. Just curious what you're working on. Locked away in this tuning room.
The flowers. No doubt they're from the Fraxidus.
Care to defend yourselves? While you still have the chance?
Lady Carlotta, we're just following orders.
Following orders, you say? Do you recall the very first oath we all took upon joining the family?
None shall harm the family's interests.
And?
Any who defy
shall be brought to reckoning. You've appropriated family assets and turned these echoes into ticking time bombs. Once they detonate, the countless efforts and fortunes spent on the Carnival will all vanish instantly, taking the Montelli's name and future with them.
Lady Carlotta, please, we can explain. What's going on here? Oh, Lady Carlotta.
Just in time. I've found some family traitors. But hold on. I have a few more questions for them.
Right, sorry about that. I had to go take care of my slushy machine. Since they wanted to have me make some more slushy.
I will only ask once. Who are you taking orders from?
I only know he's one of the top brass in the family. Always using encrypted channels and ordering us to pick up flowers from masked strangers.
How many of these echoes have you made?
A lot. The first shipment reached the venue as early as a week ago. They look so identical to regular ones that even we can hardly tell them apart.
Good. Take them away and scrutinize all their recent transactions, including the source of every last credit. Then, handle them, as per the family rules.
Yes, Mom.
I appreciate your help, Rover. I knew those tuners wouldn't dare do this alone. Someone far more dangerous is pulling the strings. Using echoes to disrupt the Carnival. Having family weakness on a silver platter. Enemies within are far more deadly than those without. Their schemes won't prevail. I will not sit idly by and watch them ruin the long-awaited Carnival. We're done here. Let the guards take care of the rest. So, Miss Zani mentioned you heard the Sentinel's oracle when you met the Vitrium Dancer.
Yes. Not directly, but close enough.
The seasoned artisans in our family restored the Vitrium Dancer you retrieved and discovered something fascinating in its records. Come with me. This might answer your questions.
Man, you kind of love the atmosphere this game kind of gives off, and the whole vibe of it being an actual single-player RPG type game, role-playing game. It sticks to the premise of what it's trying to be. It's not trying to be anything else. It feels like an original role-playing game that has kind of been something I never been a fan of when I was growing up. I was never a fan of RPG games back in. All about Call of Duty, 2K, Grand Theft Auto. It was all about those games. I remember back in high school, they had like classmate. I remember seeing certain students that I used to go in my school, in high school specifically, and they would literally play RPG games. I never really understood the whole feel of why they play it, the whole reason why they play RPG games. And then it's like, a couple of years later, even before I started doing, actually, even before I started really getting into doing YouTube stuff, I was playing games like Dragon Ball X Universe. And from what I've seen of Dragon Ball X Universe, it's basically a RPG. No kidding. You're basically playing an RPG game. And let's just say, it's one of the best games out there. This is actually right here, also one of the best. I would say this is actually right out there in the top 10 or the top 5 in an RPG game. It really is up there. If I had to do a game review,
the true splendors of Montelli's heritage.
Are these all echoes in the cases?
Yeah, so if I had to do a gameplay review video of me basically reviewing some of these games, I would honestly rank this in the top 5 among RPG games right now. Like literally right now. Right up there with Sword Art Online. That game also is number 1 or number 2 or number 3 in the spot. Tales of Reeds, that's another game. Towers of Fantasy is another RPG game I actually kind of like playing. And then there's also like games on my phone that I used to play back then that were actually really good RPG games to the point that they should be on console as well too. This right here, I think is in the top 3. Somehow it's ironic. I'm saying it. I feel like it's in the top 3. It's amazing what they've done with this game. Years of development. I don't even know how long this game has been really worked on. And I don't know if it came out in 2024 or 2023, whatever time period it came out. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something. I'm gonna go check the release date of this game. Let me check it. It came out in this year. It came out in 2025. January the 1st, 2025. Yes. This game must have been worked on for years. I don't know when they started development on this game, but then you look back at this release, it was a well done game from the beginning to now where I'm at right now. I don't know what type of game I'll be playing right now. If this game was on a phone or a device that was a high-end phone, I guarantee you I would take this thing anywhere with me. Anywhere while we're traveling, I would take this game anywhere with me and literally just play the hell out of the story and just discover so much more what this game can offer. And if I wanted to, I think I would love to be part of an RPG game company, a role-playing game company, or a let's just say I'm still going to probably want to work my way up to try to be Call of Duty devs or something like that, if I could. But it just feel like this game is just special. It's right out there with Dragon Ball X Universe 1 and Dragon Ball X Universe 2 and Sword Art Online games. If you are familiar with the SAO series, you know for a fact these games are based off of real games technology, like real video game technology, the virtual headset technology, the nerve gear, all that cool stuff they have, the Oculus. Sword Art Online is much more than just an anime. It's actually based off of real stuff you could actually see in the gaming world, in the real world as well too. But anyway, we're going to continue on with this right here because we got a lot to basically uncover of this main quest right here. I think we're getting to the bottom of so many big quests right here. It's honestly looking real good for this game. If you haven't really seen this one, you never really thought into like watching gameplay of this game, you might want to sit down, grab yourself a popcorn, a snack, or whatever the case may be, and just sit there and watch the stuff, man. And ask yourself, or think, and maybe you might think to yourself, whoa, I want to play this game. Well, let me tell you this game is not only available on PlayStation 5, it's potentially also available on these Xbox Series X and the Xbox One. It's also actually available on Steam. Yes, you can literally play this on Steam. They just released this, I believe, a couple of days ago. They just released it. I still haven't even downloaded it on Steam. I'm thinking about downloading it because I know for a fact I love playing this game, and I think if I have to like jump to my PC because my brother's jumping on the PS5 or anything like that, guess what? I can literally play this game and literally continue on with the game. But I'm telling you, this game is amazing. Do yourself a favor. It's free to play. Pick it up on your whichever platform you're playing, and just grab a snack. Enjoy yourself. It's going to be a pretty long game. It's not one of those typical games where you play it and you think to yourself, oh, you're going to beat it right away in just one day. No. It's going to take multiple days, maybe even a year to beat this game. So you're looking at so many hours of gameplay and just so many things to basically uncover. This game has so much more to offer, and you'll be pretty shocked at what you can get out of it, though. No joke. You'll be pretty shocked. So let's continue on with this and see where this game takes us even farther to the story. In the world of Whuthering Waves. Yes, that's the name of the game. Whuthering Waves. If you're unfamiliar with the game, just look at the title, search the title, pick up a review of the game, and then see for yourself, oh, this game is cool, I like it. Maybe look at a recent 2025 review of it basis, is it worth playing in 2025? Look at that. And I guarantee you, you'll find yourself very, very, very interested on the business. Let's go.
Yes, and no. They are echoes, but also the promise of Renacita's future. And above all, freedom. Renacita may be a fledgling country, but it boasts centuries of history. Its foray into the wider world, however, only began a few years ago. Don't you find it peculiar? Renacita, the land of echoes, leads the world in echo technology, yet stands so insular and unadventurous. What do you suppose is behind all this?
The echoes themselves.
Sharp as always. Renacita's common echoes are bound to Genesis Nexus, making seafaring with them almost impossible. But their power is essential for dealing with tacit discords and other threats at sea. You could say the reliance on common echoes has shackled our ambitions to venture beyond our borders. To break these shackles, the Montelli family has invested in reserve terminals. It's not about short-term benefits, but the future for the whole of Ragusa. The Order has monopolized the use of common echoes and kept a tight leash on reserve terminals, claiming that individual ownership would sully the sanctity of the echoes they so fervently preach about. But you see their real objective, don't you? To keep Renacita isolated so they can shape its entire narrative. And the Phasalia family has covertly aligned with the Order, aiming to crush our efforts and therefore the prospect of reserve terminals. They've even gone so far as to seek Fraxidus' aid. Such is the reality of the Land of Echoes. Whoever controls the Echoes controls Renacita.
So I'm just gonna say this, man. Most people is probably gonna skip through these type of dialogues just to get to the gameplay. But I'm here to tell you this: you might want to not skip through those dialogues. You might want to just listen in on it. It builds up the game, the atmosphere, and it makes you like the character. Carlotta, or whatever you call her, is actually a really well-made character and potentially a protagonist in the RPG game. I love the fact that she has her own powers, her own personality, and the fact that she's actually going to consider is a S-class character. Even though she's at level 40, my character is also at level 40. The main protagonist, Grover. They're both the same level. Yet, I believe Carlona is actually more powerful than any of the Verminus that you can actually choose. No joke. Super powerful. Yeah.
my forebears began collecting these echoes long before the vault existed, when the Montelli family was nothing more than a third-rate house ridiculed for its adventurous spirit. They ventured out to sea for trades and got their hands on terminals of the most basic model. From there, they've been tirelessly collecting echoes and advancing the technology. Brick by brick, they built this enterprise that you see today. You're probably wondering how this relates to the Whuthering dancer. Well, the one that came to you at the Carnival rehearsal is among our family's earliest echoes. As both the first Whuthering dancer and the prototype for the frequency tuning of all subsequent models, its value is truly unparalleled. It was never meant to be deployed, and should have been preserved here in a case forever. But somehow, it found its way to the Carnival, just to meet you.
So, you're saying...
This is no coincidence. I can only assume it was the design of Sentinel Imperator. Here are some files about the Whuthering dancer. Perhaps they can offer you some insights. The white has been dyed red. I trust you've read the files. The original tacit discord for the Whuthering dancer emerged from the frequencies of shattered stained glass in the tower ruins, a place forbidden by decree of the Order. Before the Codex era, those stained glass windows were used to depict the tales of the Sentinel. Out of all of the echoes, they chose the Whuthering dancer to deliver their message. Because... My thoughts exactly. The Order's secrets must somehow be connected to the Sentinel's fate. The Montellis have long pursued the buried secrets of Renesita. The Order's tampering with the Codex, and the mysterious erasure of the Age of Ignorance and the Age of Conflict from our history. If anything can break the chains around Renesita and grant freedom to all, it must be the truth.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to go take care once again. Had to go make the drink. See that free the slushy machine. It takes like up to 15 minutes to basically make it, and then after that you have to, you know, do whatever you want to do with it. If you want to mix some drinks, you can do that, and it would taste good. Trust me.
And the quest for this truth is also part of our endeavor to restore connection with the wider world. Well, that's all I have to offer. Did you want to visit the ruins? Though I'm not sure what there is to uncover. In that case, I'll accompany you. The family will take care of everything else.
Well, just like that, we are officially heading out of the elevator. It looks like we can actually move on from this part. I can't wait to see exactly what happens next, and I also can't wait to unlock this character as a new playable character.
All the thugs trying to storm the room were...
I will also assume not only can I play as Carlotta, but I think you can also play as Zanny as far as it will be pretty cool to see whether she has superpowers or some sort of abilities that may even rival Carlotta in a certain way. If these two were to fight with each other, I believe Zanny would actually be strong enough to withstand such an attack. Maybe.
Yes. We set a bait that...
Of course not. I saw a squad of security guards charging into the vault. Did anything happen in there? Wait, no, never mind. Best anyway, it's all sorted now, yes?
Yes. Now you can take a break. I've spoken with Mr. Alberto, and he's agreed to grant you a very generous vacation.
Oh, I don't really mind. My pay already came through. But vacation is always a bonus, thank you. These adventures beat office life by a mile. What? Is that the central alarm of the vault?
Could be a backup plan from the... Shall we see what delights they've cooked up for us?
Lady Carlotta, we have a situation. The Guardian Echoes deployed outside the main entrance have gone rogue for unknown reasons. We've initiated Security Protocol 4, evacuating civilians and non-combat staff. Our security teams nearby are trying to suppress the Echoes, but...
We are short-handed. Even the bank staff have been whisked away to the Carnival.
Yes, Mum. If possible, could you authorize access to the Vault's Echo collection?
That won't be necessary. I'll address this personally.
But your safety?
Don't worry. I've got her back. I'm with the bank's security team, and I've handled my fair share of these emergencies.
Thank you both. Now, let the show begin.
Oh, right you are. This is gonna be a hell of a battle. Oh man, I can't wait to see what we're gonna be going up against, man. What could possibly go on? Oh.
Make it quick and clean.
Copy that.
Quickly and swiftly.
Keep it together.
My compliments. Surrender. Still recognizing.
One with the sound. Last chance.
Still recognizing. You crossed the wrong person. Can you keep up?
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
The stage is set. The world is mine. Mizani, do you mind handling the cleanup? I'm sorry, I just promised you a vacation. But looks like it will have to wait.
Oh, it's fine. Just a bit of extra work. I can't stand by and watch my colleagues getting hurt. Besides, you have bigger things to worry about. Just let me handle this. Yeah. That's the burden of being good at my job.
There's more to this attack than it seems.
The Order must have been behind it, right?
Yes. At this juncture, neither the Fraxidus nor the Physaelians have any reason to interfere. It's some hidden truth about the Order the Sentinel is leading us towards. The traitors must be watching us, knowing truth is on the verge of revelation. I have a feeling that whatever's coming next will not be easy.
You know what? Right, you are.
Let's hitch a ride,
It
shall we?
would definitely not be easy at all. Definitely not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that right now. That was absolutely a very tough quest fight I actually done right there. I did not think we were going to make it to that one, but apparently we did make it to it, and it was actually pretty darn cool. There's so many quests on this game to actually complete. Not sure what to do next after that though, because we just went to a hell of a battle, and I gotta say that was actually pretty cool. At the same time, okay, we got that out of the way, and what else I need to be doing now? Okay. Okay, that's out the way right there. We're good. There should be some more stuff that we should be able to do.
Let me be there for everyone. As we
I
head
was-
toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Let's reach far.
I see my way clear.
I wish we could revive this character. Like, I don't understand why you can't. Kind of wish we could increase his attack powers or something like that, though. That was pretty risky right there, not gonna lie. We definitely could not survive that at all. Is there a way we can kind of head over back to the location we're trying to head over? Like, can we fast travel to a zone or something like that? Definitely don't want to put us up in danger. Maybe fast travel over here. Alright, so now our characters is actually back to normal now. We can definitely use him again. And that's great. So now we can go ahead on and go back to where we were to do this. I think I can do this. Proceeds. Here we go. Alright, so now we're gonna fast travel over to here, and then I think I'm supposed to enter the vault or something. Wait, I think I'm supposed to do this too. Never mind, that was actually
An unexpected discovery.
Indeed, an unexpected discovery, yes. Find the hidden chest. Okay. So we found a chest over here. I think there's more than just one in this area. Wouldn't be surprised if we actually find them all. There's more than one chest around here. This is like an elevator. Wait. Oh, wow. Look how beautiful this world actually looks, though. Can't get over the fact that the lightning looks so beautiful. The graphics. Oh, no, 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 please. Please don't go that way, please. Thank you. Alright, so now we can go to here. Here we go. I guess we gotta use this thing right here to basically fly to whatever we're gonna fly to. Let's go ahead and use this. Here we go. Is that like a... I could just go ahead and use this. Here we go. There we go. Now that that's activated, we don't have to worry about basically getting lost in that area. Feels like this place is so familiar. Like it's like we've been there before.
Leave it to me.
Oh god, what the heck that is?
It's me.
We're nearly there. That's the tower. This is where my family first found the Whuthering dancer. What do you see in the shattered stained glass? This seems to chronicle a legend of the Sentinel, and the tale of how the first Primus founded the Order. I've learned of this history before, but many details have faded over time. Well, art investment is one of our family's key ventures, so I've naturally picked up a thing or two along the way. There's a stone tablet over there. It might offer some clues about these stained glass images. This ancient stone tablet bears inscriptions in the ancient Renesita language, which translate roughly to, once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of dark tide. On this day shall I depart. Though the woes of Renesita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied, enlightened one, through whom Renesita's woes shall end. It seems to be some sort of prophecy. We might have to piece together the clues from both the stone tablet and the stained glass to unravel the secrets. These ancient relics that spawn tacit discords often carry special frequencies, likely the key to restoring them. Let's use the terminal sensor to reconstruct their frequencies and align them with the tablet's inscription. The frequencies of these... have been reconstructed. Now we only need to assemble them onto the stained glass. The last step to uncover the secrets. One shows a man in Primus attire, wielding a lantern-shaped relic to dispel shadows and the monsters within.
Striking from the shadows!
The last one seems to depict the moment a girl communes with the divinity of Renacita. This seems to depict the people of Renacita torn into two warring factions. It's done. Now, let's see. Looks like these stained glass images recount a tale about the divinity. Wait.
What is it?
It's just... the content is rather peculiar. I'll translate it for you. Together with the inscriptions on the tablet, it should be... In the earliest days of Renacita, there were two divinities. One rules the sky and the other the seas, eternally at odds with each other. Amidst the turmoil they wrought, Renacita evolved. In those times of legend, people waged war over their disparate fates. All this was ended by an unprecedented TD outbreak. The Dark Tide, so was it known. It ravaged a great part of Renacita. After the Dark Tide, Napoli, the first Primus, restored civilization from the ashes. He founded the Order to guide the broken Laguna. Yet, not long after, he went to be with the divinity. On his deathbed, he spoke to the believers. Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of Dark Tide. Though the woes of Renacita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied enlightened one, through whom Renacita's woes shall end. Then, the divinity shall return to its true form, and Renacita, under its glory, shall be a paradise, free of suffering. Renacita has two divinities. I've never heard of such a thing. The Montelli family archives hold many documents on Renacita's past, yet none mentioned two divinities. In Ragusa, the common belief has always been that Sentinel Imperator is the only divinity of Renacita. But if the images on the stained glass window were fabricated, why would the Order deface them and declare this tower forbidden?
There's only one explanation. These are not fabrications, but buried truth.
If this is indeed the Order's doing, we must leave here immediately. North of this tower is an island. It should be beyond their reach. Once we get there, you will discover another truth the Order has buried.
Watch out!
Interesting. They're here even faster than I anticipated. Apparently, the Order believes the images on the stained glass to be real. They wouldn't even hesitate to break their facade of neutrality, just to ensure we don't take the secrets out alive. Keep it safe. I'll handle the rest. Speak. Who gave you the order? Look at what you've done. Distorting history. Usurping the Sentinel's authority and colluding with wretches. Who are your accomplices? The Fraxidus, the Phisades, and even some of the Montellis. Am I right?
Ahem. Well, I'm afraid I don't understand, Miss Carlotta. It seems you too are lost to madness and hallucination. If you find yourself confused and desire the Sentinel's guidance, well, I would gladly arrange a personal pilgrim sail for you.
Ah. So this is how you treat those truth seekers. Banish them in the name of pilgrimage.
Well, I am not going to lie. What you guys are seeing here is top class RPG games right now, man. This character, I'm telling you, she could have her own anime right now. I'm talking specifically an anime right now. Carlotta is really a one-of-a-kind character. I can't wait to get my hands on unlocking Carlotta as an actual playable character instead of just, playing through the quests. This is unfreaking believable. You would have guessed she would have actually have been already been in anime. Whether or not Whuthering Ways is going to actually have an anime of his own remains to be seen. Because if the game is good and you're still playing beyond a couple of quests in this game, then there must be a chance that the studio will come up with a TV series of the show based off the game. The music is just so important, man. So enjoy yourself once again.
Please, lower your weapon. There is still room for discussion, is there not, Miss Carlotta? Stand down. Enough blood has been shed today. Imperator would not revel in senseless sacrifice. The pilgrim's sail is for the transgressors to seek rebirth, not for you to threaten our friends. Repent for your reckless words.
Forgive me, Brother Alessio.
Ah, honored guest. You have been misinformed, as the truth is not what it seems. My Lord Fenrico has arranged your audience with the Sentinel. Why not hear the Sentinel's wisdom for yourself?
Of course. If Lord Fenrico is the true enlightened one. However, the prophecy speaks of a maiden as the enlightened one. Is that why you destroyed the stained glass? To pass Fenrico off as the Enlightened One. So he can seize the Sentinel's power and rule Raguna.
Oh, you stubborn people of little faith. You've surely been tempted by evil and swallowed its lies. Lord Fenrico is the undeniable Enlightened One, and will guide us all. Well, I see no point in debating doctrine with you. Let's move on to a more concrete subject. Now, Miss Carlotta, which one do you think is more important to the Montelli family? Is it profit? Or bloodline?
That's Uncle Capello's pendant. What did you do to him?
Good question. What did we do indeed? Quite a faithful one he was. Wouldn't hand over this pendant, the emblem of his faith. But we managed to persuade him. Whether he should be deemed faithful now depends entirely on your actions. And you know what will become of him if we decide his devotion is weak and unworthy.
My actions. What do you want me to do?
Raise your weapon, faithful Carlotta. Choose wisely now. Where shall you aim? Whose heart will taste your bullet? Good. You are a smart one, Miss Carlotta.
Carlotta.
I'm sorry. Even though the time we shared was very memorable.
Excellent. It appears you've made the right choice, as any true Ragganese would. Honoring blood and faith alike. Pull the trigger. End this transgressor's life. The Sentinel shall host a supreme banquet for you in the high heavens.
Farewell. And may you meet your friends, where it all ends.
You've disappointed me, Miss Carlotta.
There's a saying in Raguna. Even the finest bullet can miss. It was only a mistake.
So be it. I shouldn't question your faith over such a mishap. It is, after all, insignificant in the grand scheme of the divinity. Let us bear witness to the moment divine wrath descends from the heavens.
That was close. I really thought the bullet was coming for us. So, was it all part of your plan?
We were improvising.
Then you two sure have great chemistry. Anyway, those bad guys are still after us. So let's get out of here. Didn't Carlotta say something about an island up north? Let's go check it out. Wait, heads up! Something huge is coming at us! Watch it flame! Quick, get to that clearing!
plate. Gotta get down.
Leave it to me.
Don't be scared. Harrow is just saying hi. She seems to fancy you. I'm not exactly one for formal introductions, Harrow.
Man, this game get better every single time.
I know this isn't the first time seeing them. Hello, I'm Ochia. We've met before on Brand's ship. I was in this box.
Interesting.
This is Pero, the actual owner of the box. Pero takes good care of me and lets me hang out in it all the time. I've never seen Pero warm up to someone so quickly. It must be something in your frequency that it finds interesting. Anyway, what brings you to this beach? It's not exactly a place for a stroll. So you were attacked by that dragon and fell off the bridge. I'm guessing it was Abby who saved you. It probably exhausted itself and retreated back into your body to rest. I can still sense Abby's frequency, even if it's faint.
What triggered Abby to come out? Something it could absorb? But then, why didn't it work?
That dragon's behavior is odd. It never leaves its territory. Long ago, this place was a sacred spot for the Order's pilgrims. Then, the dark tide hit, and all those reverberations left behind twisted things up. The remnant clouds from the Sea of Clouds threw hordes of tacit discords here. Now, their whispers fill the air. turning this once holy place of pilgrimage into the penitent's end. This dragon of dirge is a local tacit discord. It grows by feeding on the others. We were supposed to pick you up like Miss Carlotta planned, but things went sideways. The truth Mr. Carlotta wants to show you lies somewhere on the aisle, but this is not the best place to talk. The mist is thickening, and rain is coming. The mist is dangerous here. It traps reverberations, and when it collects enough, they quickly form into tacit discords. The captain, Brant, he went into the mist to rescue people, but he hasn't returned. We think he might be in danger. I plan to go find him. Once I'm in the mist, my frequency will draw the creepies and crawlies away, so you'll be safer here. Just in case, take this to mask your frequency and defend yourself. Ta-da! Fireworks pistol. One shot and it'll send the tacit discords packing. It's easy to use. You want to see the upgraded version? Ta-da! Magnum fireworks pistol. Use it to protect yourself. Our troop will bring you to our base soon and tell you the truth we've uncovered. I'll join you once I find Brant. Don't worry. I know this place inside out. For a first-timer, though, it might be a bit much. Alright, fine. It's better you see it for yourself. I'll be glad you don't have to fend for yourself alone. See that lighthouse? It's the only safe place in the mist. We'll head there. Brant might have taken shelter there, too. Once we find him, we'll find the truth you're after. The area up ahead is where the sea mist is thickest. Try to avoid the dark phantoms in the mist. They could turn into tacit discords at any moment.
Ranger Donjing. Worry not. My Crimson Blade will not harm you as long as you haven't done anything bad.
Encore reporting.
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
I see my way clear.
Perfect weather for a walk today. Maybe not.
Another day, another heroic me! Gotcha, didn't I? I'll do my best.
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this? Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Anything I can help you with?
Time for another adventure?
Let me be there for everyone.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
Time for another adventure?
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I? My crimson blades are lasting longer, and my whole body feels so light. I never knew this sword could feel so light in my hands.
Let me be there for everyone.
Time for another adventure?
Let me be there for everyone.
Time for another adventure?
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I?
Let me be there for everyone. As we head
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I?
Leave it to me. I sense your weakness.
Watch out!
I can't control my fortune.
The high levels of corrupted remnant energy in the mist are disrupting our frequency stability. I can help with that. Don't worry. They're just reverberations. Potential tacit discords in the making. Some of them are actually our friends. We can follow them to find a way.
Did it lead us this way because it sensed the dragon?
Possibly. Phantoms are sensitive to frequencies, so navigating the mist is second nature for them.
The game isn't over. Here, come quickly.
I think I figured out what they're doing. We'll be out of the mist soon.
Rochia, you found me.
I'll always find you, but maybe don't do this again next time.
Why? Isn't this your favorite game? I wanted to play with you.
I know, but as your friend, I worry about your safety.
My friend? Excuse me. Are you Rochia's friend? Ah, how wonderful. You're not alone anymore, Rochia.
Yes, I have friends now.
I'm so happy for you. All is well.
Fly. Fly to the high heavens. We are born free, and our souls will soar even in death. Golden phantoms are reverberations, mixed with the frequencies left behind by people who've passed away. When someone dies, the reverberations linger. Usually, they merge into the same cacophony of frequencies that spawns tacit discords. But sometimes, a trace of their final will remains, and the mist shapes this into phantoms. This lingering will helps the phantoms resist becoming tacit discords and instead guide the lost through the mist. If the mist clears, they'll vanish. If the mist lingers, their fate is sealed. It will only be a matter of time before they merge with other reverberations and become tacit discords. Their final frequencies tend to cling to certain objects, like this Lucianite here. I collect them as proof that they once lived. Otherwise, the dragon will devour every last trace of their frequency. The mist is thinning. That stranded ship ahead looks like...
A pilgrim sale? Why is it here?
In Raguna, those who break the law are sent to the Order Tribunal for sentencing. Those who violate the sacred doctrines are branded as fools and sent away on the pilgrim's sail. It's said that when the first dark tide ravaged Renacida, the first Primus followed the currents on a rickety boat and met the Sentinel in person. That's where the pilgrim's sail tradition came from. Now the fools retrace the Primus's journey, reflecting on their mistakes along the way. There's a strong undercurrent around this isle, likely caused by that first dark tide. It drags all pilgrim sails here unless the ship's course is altered. No reverberations on the ship, nor in the mist. The people must have escaped. But with the mist this thick, we need to stay on guard. This way. Head to the lighthouse. I hear the sounds of fighting. Watch out. Tacit discords are gathering.
looks like our brief intermission is over. Time to let the ghosts have their moment on stage. Come on then, let the flames of battle ignite our souls!
Is that Brand? Only Brand would call them ghosts with that kind of flair. Must be him. But I can't tell where he is in the mist. Anyway, let's deal with the trouble here first before we go look for him.
The show's over, ghosts. Time to take your final bow.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord's head that got popped.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets. And we've crossed paths with the rover again. Can't get luckier than that.
We shouldn't have let her get caught up in this mess. She was worried about us and insisted on coming.
Is that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely aid. To find the brightest truth, one must delve into the deepest shadows. Such bravery deserves to be hailed, my friend.
Where is everyone on the Pilgrim sail?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone without alerting the crew.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know. Holding your own for so long in the trial against the Tacit Discords.
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes. When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said it was a divine trial and left me to rot. I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. But all I got was silence. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? How is that a crime? As for salvation, I don't believe in it. And I certainly don't need it.
Here's a proposal. How about joining our troop? We are wanderers adrift upon the seas. Or perhaps you're more familiar with the name, the Troop of Fools?
The Troop of Fools? Could it be?
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Fools on the Pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if they do survive, they still face hunger, thirst, and the unforgiving wrath of nature. Maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly. And unharmed at that. Look around. This is all that remains of the Pilgrim's sail. This is always their final destination. Where the fools meet their end.
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation they speak of doesn't exist.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. Sacred place? No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness. They must be heading up the mountain now.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that far.
If only they knew it was just one of the Order's lies.
Captain! First mate! We're here to help!
More hands make light work. I called in some help to escort him back to the base once the mist cleared.
Ah, the first mate's foresight is unmatched. Then the three of us can head up the mountain. But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruelest deceit. The dangers ahead will only intensify.
Please, save them. I hope it's not too late.
Don't worry. There's more to our troop than you think. This wing ray can fly us up the mountain. You two go first. You'll find...
All right then. All hands, prepare to ascend.
Discourse incoming. Stay alert, everyone.
Mamma mia!
These are human footprints. Looks like they're heading to the arena.
This is the only way up. Let's pick up the... Ha! Be gone, you vexing wretches! The sacrificial arena's right there. Let's take them down in one blow!
Divinity above, please have mercy on me. Is this some kind of test for me? I see. No matter how harsh the punishment, I'll take it. Even if...
Even if it means death?
We've never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our grandest act.
Brant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Of course. But with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
Why, aye, first mate.
It's time to pay for what you've done, Dragon of Dirge. We'll improvise.
Target confirmed. Fight for
I'll warm up the crowd. Up we go, Carol!
winds roar.
Unexpected plot twist. I'll warm up the camp.
Target confirmed. Misery follows.
Seriously? You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency. But seriously, that was close. The fire it breathed almost singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up. As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear, I chewed it up. It was hard to swallow. It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion's been a mess lately. That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency. You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with the... Trust me, this could be our big break.
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite. Illuminate the path of salvation. Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
See? I wasn't lying.
Tacit discord's frequencies are perpetually fading, inching toward their end. Their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food. The dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless tacit discords. Their frequencies should have been enough to feed the dragon. If what you saw is true, then the Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it should. That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began attacking all living beings, including humans.
In time, it ended up becoming a harbinger of death. I found this during the previous battle. It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well. So you know them too. Seems we have much to discuss. Our troop usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships as well. That's how we first got acquainted with the Fraxidus. At first, they were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, their actions grew suspicious. We noticed them lingering around a certain sea. Remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first met. After we parted ways, we went searching for it to find out what had gone wrong. This is what we found on its tail, another Lycoris. Alas, the tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt. The Fraxidus is behind its strange behavior.
We saw what they did to the dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well. They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle, a direct communion with the divine.
At first, we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Carnival and our Sentinel. Now, seeing how far you've come, there's more to your quest, isn't there? Our troop has always sought the laurel, and we won't sit back while others threaten the Carnival. If they're your foes, then our paths align. Remember I mentioned one of ours who once claimed the laurel? He wasn't with us when we first met. But once we reach our base, you can speak with him about the Sentinel. It won't be long now. After such an adventure, a well-earned rest awaits. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world. It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up, and I dare say it's a triumph worthy of the ages.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base. Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
Where to? I can lead the way for you.
Will there be new discoveries?
The Skylark's song is about to sound.
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I?
Gotcha! Gotcha, didn't I?
Sometimes I get...
Another day, and let's reach farther destinations together. Let's reach farther destinations together.
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. Upswing. locate. No mercy. Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I? Sometimes I get a little...
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Ragganese can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm preparing to do. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you... Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha! As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, a radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. It was the Sentinel's voice, ringing in my head. I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight? And they answered. The body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food, such as the loris salad. But why loris salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though. The Order's doctrines never quite took hold. Acting, however. That is where my true passion lies.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city, performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Even on rainy nights, you could still hear music playing in the square. Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent. Those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb or solemn funeral, but the grandest carnival as her final farewell. And then, she really did leave us. The current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of bans on the Carnival. But is that really what she would have wanted? The Order's grip tightened, and the Carnival performances were reduced to dull, monotonous shadows of their former selves. One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wing ray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch golden pink petals rain from the sky for 3 whole days.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
But that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection? Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era. Facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment. Just lost souls, dying in obscurity.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing. Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten is what the Order wanted for us.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world.
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinasita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe turn into a lark, singing every day and night!
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's Carnival. Our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Even without wings, we can still soar to the heavens. Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bardolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We might need your help with this. Pero should have some useful items in her box. We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bartolino, or catch him for a soft landing. But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troop members.
Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. Soon we'll break these chains so tight. Set the course, embrace the storm. Sailing on till light is born.
The Cloudcaster. Oh, I use its base as a desk. Our first mate lent it to me so I could write more comfortably. Here it is.
I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power, than a rose that bends and sways, bathed in grace, but lost. Isn't it obvious? I'm practicing for the Carnival. I'm the troupe's soprano and helmswoman. Steering Rena Sita's echo ship isn't just about strength. It's about resonating with the echoes. After years at sea, I've learned that some echoes are sensitive to our songs and will react to them in different ways. The Order warns of sirens lurking in the stormy sea's mists, but they don't scare me. I'll show them who the real siren of these waters really is. I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own power. Who knows? Ask the Order and they'll give you 100 reasons. I can't even remember how long I drifted on that pilgrim's sail, but the troop found me just in time. What's past is past. It's the present that counts. Let go of the bad days and enjoy the moment. This is the way to live, I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in Cloudcaster. It does ring a bell. Here, the resonance unit. It helps me find the right pitch and rhythm. Works like a charm. You should give it a try too.
Come on, fish. Come to my net. Yeah, I borrowed the reel for me fishing rod. We scavenge all sorts of stuff from the beach and fix them up as needed. Nothing goes to waste. Don't be fooled by appearances. This stuff can be pretty versatile.
Good. We have all the parts now. Time to work, Pero. Everything's set for takeoff.
Let's position a cloud cushion beneath Mr. Bartolino. Then we'll pop the balloons and bring him down safely. Although we might...
The Cloudcaster's resonance unit responds to song. The louder our singing, the more powerful the effect.
In that case...
All right, friends, old and new, come and join this sing-along!
One with the sound.
showing off that almost done.
Thank you, dear girl. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of my dearest wishes. Please, I'll gladly give you my most prized possession.
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance. Did I miss anything?
Oh my, oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor. Thank you, my lady, for rescuing this humble soul in his moment of need.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss Carlotta? Yes, thank you. The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. Uncle Capilet was rescued, and Grandfather has handled the rest. I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest. You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. I'm pleased we're on the same page. Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know. I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines. Alienation, monopolization, just a few tricks up their sleeve. Their true motives, however, run deeper. Their alliance with the Fraxidus speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of their conspiracy, one thing is clear. Their sights are set on this year's Carnival. The Carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, has been secluded in the heavens, cut off from the mortal realm. The last record of the Sentinel is from the Carnival a decade ago. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
Remnant cloud spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate these disasters at this year's ceremony. The Order and the Fraxidus are allies. To prevent the Carnival's sabotage, we must stop them. But what is their motive?
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build legitimacy.
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence, faith in the Order has waned. They must be desperate to restore that trust.
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications. If the Carnival proceeds unhindered, how would it affect the Order? The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One, the Sentinel's Resonator. However, based on the prophecy we found in the ruins, This role is meant for the young maiden who is destined to heed the divine oracles during the carnival.
The carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel. Normally, it's the Primus who conveys the Sentinel's words.
A successful carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, and possibly the Order, it poses a threat if they've been fabricating the oracles. To sabotage it while still maintaining their authority, they partnered with the Fraxidus.
The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public trust just as they did before.
So far, you've helped us crush 3 of their schemes, but one remains. We have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated, and the Fraxidus are setting up their final plan. With their whereabouts unknown, we'll need to adapt our strategy as the Carnival unfolds. From what I've noticed, you're not one to act passively or pin your hopes on others. You prefer to strike first and steer events in your favor. Winning the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's resonator may also be present, so...
Our aim has always been clear: to restore the Carnival to its former glory with a performance for the ages. If the Divine truly exists, would they wish to see their people living without freedom? Or witness a festival twisted into a tool for tyrants? If we win the laurel, we'll show that such punishment is absurd. But if that's truly their design, we shall break those divine shackles ourselves. Whether divinity exists or not, we will fight for Raguna's freedom, where everyone has the right to live and pursue a future of their own choosing.
The Montellis share this vision. Only in a free society can a fair and open market thrive. However, the troop alone is too weak. The family is under close watch and our enemy hides in the shadows. We need your strength to find our way forward. Thank you. I'm pleased we've reached an agreement once more.
All right, what should we do now? Any plans?
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, confronting them directly only plays into their hands. You've seen the troops' unique approach to combat, haven't you? That's precisely why we're allies with them. We will turn any disturbances into a theatrical performance.
I can see our friend here is still a bit confused. No worries, my dear girl. We'll have a quick rehearsal before the Carnival begins. Speaking of which, Ms. Carlotta, would you honor us by joining our performance?
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must confess I may be a bit out of practice.
We don't know what challenges we'll face, so your help will be needed, Miss Carlotta. Plus, it's a chance for you to get to know our methods.
If you insist.
Wonderful! As the festivities continue, if you're both ready, please join us on the stage of the troupe.
Alright, the stuff we have gotten in as far as we can in this game. I think I can pretty much wrap it up right here. Because I think we're getting really deeper and deeper into this story right here. Or shall I say this main quest that we're doing. There's a whole lot to do in Whuthering Ways. Maybe later on tonight or maybe tomorrow I'll probably drop in again and drop another gameplay on here. I believe we're almost close to the main stages of this game, but I don't think that's the case. I think we got so much to do in this. And there's just so much stuff to do. It's crazy how far this game has gone, man. This is actually crazy. It's kind of cool. You would think that this game don't really have that much stuff, or like it's not one of the best games. Boy, I remember seeing this in the PlayStation Store, and I was like, "Wait, what kind of game this is?" Within the first few hours of me playing this, I was surprised how everything felt in this game, from the character, the movements, the special ability and effects you see. There's something about this game that keeps me wanting to play it, though. I could do the same thing with Call of Duty. I have like every single Call of Duty downloaded on my PlayStation 5 at the moment. Right now, I have them all. It's that same feeling I have when it comes to playing the campaigns and all that stuff. I discovered so many new things that I have seen. Like, for example, you find secret intels hidden in some of the campaigns, like in Advanced Warfare campaigns. Well, I guess this concludes tonight. I doubt there's anything I can do in this, though. I think we done what we can in this campaign. Let me just see this. What the heck is this anyway? Okay, yeah. Anyway, I think I've done pretty much everything that I could in this. It was fun. Really, 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 really fun to play this, but there's so much more to do. There's not just the main quest. There's like events that you can basically play through, and if you're lucky enough, you can actually unlock a secret character, I guess. I will assume that the game does let you do that if you complete a main quest or something like that. As you can see here, I already complete a main quest in this game already. Oh, what is this? View a recommend quest now. I don't want to do that. But I already just complete this main quest fast track event, whatever this is. I just completed it. And it was fun. Wait, what is this?
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this?
Okay, so we already got this character already. We already got this character. I don't know exactly what happened. This is going to update or anything like that. Would be kind of cool if it actually updates and you get like a new main character or something from an event. Which I highly doubt you do. Actually, wait, hold up. We should clean. Okay, maybe you do get like a new character. This is actually chapter 2 Act 3. So it looks like we may potentially get a character, I guess. I don't know. Obviously, these are just award stuff you can get. Now, I could do this if I wanted to. And then there's also something over here I'm looking at. Chant Bounty. I'm looking at this right here. There's some more stuff that's being shown. It's a massive RPG game, man. It's so huge. There's just so much stuff that you can do in it,
as we head toward our
which is actually kind of ridiculous. How there's so much stuff added into this game. I can't wait to build up another character, man. I believe I have a really powerful character that's in this game that may potentially rivals Whuthering herself. I think the new character that I have can also be as powerful as Carlotta. She's starting to become my fan favorite character in this game, along with Rover. I just wish we were able to play as her as the main protagonist in the game. It's truly it's fun playing with someone that's powerful as her. And then also as let's see who this guy is again. I can't remember who his name was.
I see my way clear.
Oh, now this guy right here, he's a really cool character to play as, man. However, I do feel like there needs to be some upgrade for this character. It needs to be done at some point. Now there's a 50 level count that we need to reach. Based on what I'm seeing here, he may actually become even more stronger. We still haven't really figured out how to do this right here. I'm trying to figure out how to basically do this right here, though. Increase the resonator rank and the resonator altitude details. Now, no, wait, what is this? Oh, okay, so you know what? I could potentially possibly grab more items. When I'm probably not like live streaming or something like that, I'll probably just go ahead and just grind all this type of stuff. So I can get my character to be even more powerful than what they originally are right now. There's, like I said, there's so much stuff to do in this.
For everyone.
It's going to take a
toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
It's going to take a while before we even reach everything in this. But anyway, if you have a particular item that you're looking for, you can always go into this area right here. You can click on the highlighted area that you want, and the items will be there. And all you have to do is collect the items, and I guess you gotta kill certain enemies, collect them, and then it's yours. After that, you can use it toward upgrading your characters and stuff.
Let me be there for everyone.
We're gonna get closer and closer to this stuff, though. Oh, I wonder what this is. You can switch over resonant altitude to here. I wonder what this is. What is this? Wow. That's cool.
Let's read. I see my way clear.
So she is definitely the main character in this game. You can't really switch anything for like the other character like that. You could tell that is the main protagonist in the game, Whuthering.
I see my way clear.
I kind of wish. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stay with that statement right there. Whuthering's basically the main character. I don't think some of these characters will be as special as Whuthering. There's something about her that kind of makes the game feel like it's different from other RPG games. There's something about Whuthering that I like. There's something about her. It gives the game its own personality.
Perfect weather for a walk today.
Chekio, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She also looks like she has her own personality in this game. I can argue that she could also have an actual campaigns for her too. All these characters has so many personality. These are the characters right here. You would actually meet them in the beginning of the game. At some point, you're able to unlock them. Like Chikia, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's also one of the first real characters you meet in the game at the beginning, at the start.
I see.
Let's reach
And
together.
Yangi, and you also meet her at the start of the game. And if you are lucky enough, you can actually unlock her as a free character
I see.
And then
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
I don't think I actually seen her in the beginning of the game. Not sure.
I should try to smile more,
You meet Xinghua. You meet her at the beginning of the game as well too. At some point in the game, you're gonna meet her, and you're able to also actually unlock her. If you're lucky, you get the drawn from those. I forgot what they call it, the lucky drawn. If you're lucky enough, you unlock her as well too.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Benji, you actually meet her as well at some point in the game.
Anything I can help you with?
You meet him, I'm pretty sure you do. I could have sworn I've seen this guy at some point. Midway through the game at some point.
Time for another adventure?
Now we have a new character known as Encore. She's a brand new character. I believe she may actually be powerful. I have no idea what type of special ability she has. What is her attack abilities? I can't wait to find out. I'm gonna max out every single character in this game and showcase just how devastating these characters are with their powers.
Let me be there for everyone.
But Whuthering
as we
is
head toward our shared future.
like I said, Whuthering is the ultimate character to play as though. Now you do get to play as a male version of Whuthering. Or I think that's, I don't know, that's what they're gonna call him, the male version. But I feel like this version of Whuthering is really what the game intended for it to be. Though it just feels like the feel, the atmosphere, it fits the game. If you play as the male version, I'm gonna tell you what, you're gonna be bored playing this game somehow. I'm just gonna be honest, you'll be bored. There's just something about playing as a female version of Whuthering just makes it epic. Wow. Yep, we are officially done, and all you have to do, if you feel like you're tired, you hold the start button on your PlayStation, and you go back to the menu, and you go to click to return to login. And I'm pretty sure this is how you want to save your game. If you're done playing something and you feel like you're tired, you just go over to here and then you go straight to the menu. And then right then and there, you hear that beautiful song, the Watery Wave theme. And then right on the right side, you will see the male version of Whuthering. I don't know whether or not you can actually play as him. Highly doubt you can. Anyway, I accidentally click on that. You see right there on the left side, he's just a basic character. That's why I figured I'd play as the other character. He looks basic. He doesn't look epic. He doesn't look like he has personality, some kind of way though. Whuthering, or let's just say the female character, is basically the real Whuthering. She has personality, some kind of way though. You may not see it, but she has personality. Just look how epic that look. Yep, we are ending this off right here. Will we continue another gameplay of Whuthering Waves next time? If you find yourself watching beyond these gameplay, then there's something about this game that keeps you coming back. I could do the same for Call of Duty, but I think people just don't really necessarily want to go back and play COD again though, or maybe they're just tired or burn out from it. It's fine to burn out. You already know what type of game I'll probably still be playing though, and like these type of games. But then again, I'm still playing Call of Duty regardless. Cause there's so many CODs out there. World War II, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, you name it. All these games are amazing. even Black Ops 6, for example, is still amazing to play every single day. All the action I get into, and I can actually argue that Call of Duty is way better than playing NBA 2K. For some odd reason, I just can't help myself stick around playing 2K, NBA 2K24, or whatever the case may be. I just can't find myself sticking around to that game. The amount of cheating that I have seen that is worse than what I would have seen in Call of Duty. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's worse. 2K, I will say right now, 2K is actually worse than that Activision. Activision or any other company when it comes to first-person shooter, they're gonna have some problem with cheaters. They're gonna have some problem with that. But at least they actually, you know, fix the game some kind of way to make it to where it's smoother, and maybe you won't really run into many cheaters or something like that, though. It depends on what's gonna happen within the game, though. Then again, Black Ops 6 didn't fail me. It never failed. It felt like I was playing... it felt like I was playing an actual Treyarch game, but at the same time, I don't think necessarily this is what Treyarch intended to make, though. But they pulled it off. He actually pulled it off, and I actually had a fantastic and amazing time playing all the round-based zombie maps, from Liberty Falls all the way to the final, or almost the final Black Ops 6 zombie map, man. I had so much fun, and I actually started to figure out all the maps. Each map I'm playing, I actually started to figure them out. Once that happened, and I master a particular zombie map, it just becomes a norm. Like when I'm playing Black Ops 4 zombie or something like that, I become so used to it. That's what has actually happened to me this time around this year. And because I have Black Ops 6 on my PC, I started to see things a little bit differently because the gameplay was more smoother. It was just miles better than what I was experienced. And then it made zombie become even more easier for me. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it, because the game felt smoother, and I was running into really, really good groups of players to play with when I'm doing the quests and the Easter egg and all that stuff. That's what the big thing for me, though. Anyway, if you enjoying this theme song, man, there's no other game out there like this, bro. No other game. Not even close. Wow. Well, I won't waste you guys' time for tonight, man. I don't know whether or not Murder Show is actually doing the stream tonight, but I'm still up right now. I might just hop on Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 6 or, you know, whatever. Or Advanced Warfare, whatever the game I'm hopping on. It's usually if I want to finish something, you know. Actually, I just finished one of the events in Black Ops 6. I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. There was the Adler versus something, or whatever the case may be. I finished the event, and I now have that done. Now I'm just moving toward getting past that final prestige. We have time. It's not like the level is going to reset every single time a season just comes out. We have times, you know. It could be a lot worse if they did it to where like it was just like the past Call of Duty, where like if you reach a certain level and then you take a break from the game, let's say, you know, a new season just dropped, the game will then try and reset your level. Well, that's not going to happen. With the Call of Duty that we have today, it goes back to the old days of how it used to be now. So it's kind of cool. Meaning I could just jump on anytime I want and enjoy myself. Regardless of how each lobby is going to play, sweaty, chill vibes, or whatever the case may be, I can literally sit there and still destroy the entire team whenever I want. I could choose whenever I don't want to. Cause I'm just having fun, that's all. Can't get over the graphics, man. I don't even know why I'm still here right here. Peace.